各位观众晚上好，我们今天要玩 Bowling, or as we know it in English, Bastion. Hello everyone, welcome to our usual stream. It's kind of, I know, sorry for the late start. I had to wait till, had something to take care of before we started. So today's will probably be pretty short, but we are possibly close to the end of the game. At least as far as I know. But I also haven't looked up if there's a secret ending. And I probably won't until we get further in the game. And yes, I know I was originally thinking of doing a stream for, not Bastion, for Hyrule Warriors, but we just don't have time. I would have not have time if I did Hyrule Warriors today, and we would not be able to play Bastion. So I was like, I'm sorry, I had to just... We're really close to the end of Bastion, so I felt like it would make more sense to do this today.
Romancers, they knew everything, even if it cost them.
I thought like I thought I redeemed that already, but oh well. No worries, it's not a big deal. Yeah, we can eventually get enough fragments, but Calamity Cannon is very hard to. Oh yeah, this would actually make things a lot easier. It's very difficult to control.
First step to learning the Calamity Cannon is knowing about the machinery overrides.
Yeah, that would certainly make things a little easier. And hello, Illusion Queen, welcome, welcome.
Bull brandy is thicker than paint. Makes your skin feel as tough as knife bark.
Ooh,
No matter what he's gonna face out there, it'll burn.
Alright. Let's get the last shard. Let me see if... Yeah, that looks like the epic last one. In terms of challenges, we're pretty much only have the hammer and the shield, which is like really hard to do. Let's do a really quick thing here and then go otherwise we'll just pursue Zolf because we don't really have much else to do. We have the enemy challenges in Bastion, so oh, I remember this. Actually, I really don't want to do this. Oh well, that's fine. At least you can aim it better. Yeah, this is way better. Oh, this is way better. Having the ability to, like, not. Crap. But unfortunately, I think I'm still gonna fail though. No, what a shame. But it is nice that I can aim better. I have time to aim now. Okay, I'll do it one more time, but if not, then this is just really hard. actually killed one. Oh my goodness. I'm missing and killing my own conductors. Okay, forget this. This is not worth it. This challenge is kind of sucky. Yeah, I'm just gonna forget it. I remember this now. I would think I would need more charging up. More upgrades would probably make things a little better, like just the ability to charge up faster. But you need to grind for some fragments for that, so forget it. Too lazy. Okay, let's go to Zolf. Zolf, he buys a time within the remains of the Ura's massive underground sprawl. Once you enter this area, there's no turning back. Are you ready? Ooh, interesting. Zia fled the Bastion when the Ura attacked to learn the truth of what happened to her people.
I can't hear him at all anymore. He's too far away. But he'll be alright.
Yep. You can't. Point of no return, so you don't even get to go back to the Bastion. Not sure why they set it up this way. This is kind of interesting.
Just needs to get that shard from Zolf and come on home. The Calamity hit the Tazzle terminals hardest of all.
I see. Music's pretty cool too.
You know why Zolf went back there.
So they were hit. Yeah, of course they got hit. The Calamity still hit them too, but
The place was his home.
yep. Of course he came back to see.
All his old friends and family. Taken by the Calamity.
No, I know. Some remain, but they're.
Zolf must be there all alone, just waiting.
Yeah, the Calamity Cannon will pretty much decimate anybody.
You know what's funny? Well,
What's funny? What's funny, Rux?
all of us are waiting. Poor kid.
That's true. Ah, that's clever. That's kind of true. The enemy is waiting for me, and so is Rux.
Look around. There's not much left to do here in the Bastion, I'm afraid. So why not tell each other stories to pass the time, right?
sec. Let me just sit a little better.
See it. There's another reason I'm telling you all this.
Oh, he's been talking to her the whole. Oh, she's talking to him, or he's talking to her.
There's something I want you to understand.
I like how to the very end the game is revealing more and more. Huh.
When the kid brings back that shard, the Bastion will be complete.
What does he mean? What happens to Zolf will no longer matter? Like, I guess. I'm trying to figure out what does that exactly mean.
Zealandia will be whole again. Everyone will be alright. Everything will be back to normal.
Back to normal? I don't know if you, after so many things were destroyed. Rux, what do you mean? That's a little interesting to say. Like, will the world really be back to normal with just 3 of people?
Problem is, we'll all be gone.
We'll all be gone. Zolf returns to the Tazzles terminals with the shard to await the fall of the Bastion.
We're not gonna die. It's more like all of this will just stop.
Huh. One sec. Let me just take off this jacket. I don't need this jacket anymore. Oh, right. The music is really cool.
Things will go back to the way they used to be. That's the power of the Bastion.
Wait, it's a time rewind? What does that even mean? Is the Bastion complete?
This old place is a living record of the times before the calamity. The way things were before this story.
Oh, what? It's a living record? Huh, we're getting powers until the very end, eh? Very interesting.
You'll be your old self again.
Old self again?
Think of all those times that didn't go your way. You follow me?
Oh? I don't follow you. What did that mean? You'll be your old self again. Oh my goodness, this is...
All our lives little setbacks. Imagine if you could have another go at him.
Huh? A redo.
No mistakes. Come on, sit still. Everything you've ever done, you could do it over. And wouldn't that be grand?
Okay.
Wouldn't you agree? Well,
Oh, that's trippy. The Bastion is a time reversal?
I guess there's nothing more to say.
Dude, yeah, you're still dropping True Frost at the very end.
What is he? That's it. Who am I kidding?
What? You have more to say after all? Now you're dropping truth bombs, rocks?
Look. There's something else.
There's
Confession.
more? You have a... What is you not told us?
How come I know so much about the Bastion?
Yeah. Why do you know so much? Did you create this thing?
Well, I designed the place, but that's beside the
I
point.
figured you did. How else would you know this much?
There's one problem with a place that sets things back to a bygone time.
Yeah.
You can't test it.
No, yeah, you wouldn't be able to test it because something that powerful, using it, you already know the result, or you wouldn't be able to.
So you're probably wondering if the calamity happened already. What's to stop it from happening again after? after the Bastion does its thing?
Yeah, that's a great question. Oops. Yeah, the platform is a little trippy here. Because the isometric view is kind of weird. The platform around. Reminds me of a bunch of Sonic 3D Blast. It's kind of in this...
The answer is...
There's no way.
I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah, he wouldn't know either. How would he know? Zia's father, Ven, documented his work for Ceylonia's Mancers in the hidebound journal. Zia's father is Ven? Interesting. She's the daughter.
If there ain't some other way out of this mess. It's alright. I can tell. But why would you even want another way? Unless you wanted to stay here with us.
What, you like your life? You want to be here with us? Zia? Oops.
Well, that's sweet and all, but I don't know if I can stick around.
Mm-hmm. Well, why he says that? What, you're dying, Rox?
The weight of the calamity. It's on our shoulders. We can't just let it go.
The weight is on our shoulders. We can't let it go. This is a very weird weapon.
Bastion does have another function, strictly speaking.
There's another function? What other thing could it be?
If ever the monument blew out and we couldn't repair it, we could still evacuate. First, we'd round up as many folks as we could carry. Next, we'd detonate the cores, and we'd take off away from here.
Right. I guess that's kind of a Noah's Ark situation. Wouldn't it? I don't know if anyone knows the Legend of Noah's Ark. Or not the Legend of Noah's, the story of Noah's Ark. about how when there was a great flood sent by God, there was a man, Noah, and his family were the only humans to be on the ark, and the flood killed the rest of humanity. So so Noah's family were the ones that had the refuge on the ark because they believed in the ark, whereas no one else believed that there would be a flood, so they didn't go. Well, they didn't build the ark and didn't go on it until it was too late.
Heavy, ain't it?
I guess if they evacuate the Bastion, it's like this is an interesting weapon.
Of course, that would mean no going back. Ever. But then again, that way all of us could leave the city. Together.
Bastion's auxiliary function was designed to enable a mass evacuation of Zealandia's people.
You know, Zolf and his countrymen won't be giving up that shard without a fight, don't you? Zolf and the Ura, all they want now is to see the Bastion fall.
They don't want to see the people that I guess, that killed them with the calamity to survive. It's vengeful. Granted, I can't blame them given how much destruction happened because of the given what the calamity did to them.
Zolf dedicated his life to lasting peace between the Ura and Zealandia.
I know, ironically, he was the one he was an advocate for peace.
Can't have imagined the city would try to wipe the Ura out.
No, I suppose not. The battering ram is not a very mobile one, is it?
Zolf ain't lost every shred of decency though, has he?
No. He didn't choose to fight us the first. It's suspiciously. Yeah, this is a very slow weapon. I guess you have to defend yourself. A very interesting weapon to have. That you have a final area.
You tried to warn me about his plans. You tried to warn the kid.
Right.
For Zolf, this ain't a personal matter.
No.
One thing's for sure. The Ura can't be happy that the kid followed Zolf all the way home.
No, they wouldn't be. So, are they going to punish him because he drew the kid here? That'd be messed up. Oh, but they'll think he's a saboteur because he revealed the plan to the kid. Oh, they killed him. They killed Zolf. Oh no, they treated him like a traitor instead. Wow, you actually get to choose? Oh, this is an interesting decision. You could abandon him and press forward. Zol's situation is hopeless and a distraction. His plan to avenge the Ura only brought more suffering. All that matters is the safe return of the shard. Take Zolf. Abandon the battering ram and pick up Zolf's body instead. Zolf is badly injured but breathing. It appears his countrymen turned on him as their situation grew desperate. He nearly destroyed the Bastion, and yet... Well, altruism would seem to be the right choice. Like, I would personally try this. I don't think we need the battering ram absolutely to accomplish our goals, even though it is a very convenient weapon to have. I wonder... Well, I guess we'll do the right thing. If there is something different, if you do the other way, maybe we'll explore it. But let's take Zolf.
I can see it now. The kid in one corner, and Zolf in the other. Ain't much of a fight.
It's interesting. So they made it their own animation for Zolf. If you decide to carry Zolf, it's true that I did have to forget to account that you actually have to carry Zolf all the way. Very interesting.
Don't you worry though. Once the Bastion's restored, it'll all be alright. You ain't still thinking about that whole leaving the city thing, are you?
Right. They're saying, what's the point if... Interesting. That's what he's saying. Rox is saying that it's pointless because if everything's going to get reversed anyway, why does it matter? Oh, that's a long way away. Interesting. I don't have any more healing items, so I won't be able to. This is an interesting thing.
Kid's probably dealt with Zolf by now.
I don't know about that.
It reminds me of myself when I was his age. I ever tell you about those days?
With the fate of the Bastion out of his hands, Rux passes the time by telling Zia stories. So that's why he's the narrator. We're back.
Hey, kid. Get up, kid. Come on, that ain't funny. I say get up. That's more like it. Now, set that shard into the monument there. Then we'll talk.
Rux, where are you? Why are you not here?
First things first, kid. The Bastion's waiting.
Okay, yeah, you can't do anything else except go. I understand. Let's do it.
The Bastion. It's finally finished. Now, there's something I want you to see.
In the calamity, the Tazzle terminals were ripped out from underground and cast towards the stars.
Welcome to the heart of the Bastion. I ain't one for long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions. Hey, kid.
Ask about the Bastion's restorative power. What will it feel like when the Bastion fixes everything?
You can undo the calamity here and now. Go on, kid. And before I forget, thank you.
Ask about the Bastion's evacuation mode. If you could go anywhere, would you go back or somewhere else?
Always wondered what the motherland was like. Not that it matters anymore.
Tell Rux about what happened to Zolf. He never learned the whole truth, did he?
Zolf only brought more ruin to the Ura. No wonder they didn't take kindly to him.
Offer the Marshal's badge. At the end of their careers, the Marshals used to return their badges to the city.
You've got one thing left to do, so you hang on to that badge. Besides, you earned it.
Talk about what it took to get to this point. The windbags, the beasts of the wild, the Ura. They fought so hard to stop this moment.
Don't let anything you've done get to you. You can save all those creatures here and now.
Right, he's saying it doesn't matter. Interesting.
You made it.
Oh, that's how... Oh yeah, that's right. You do hear her singing voice, but not as a... You never hear her speaking voice. Ask you about the rest... Okay. Do you think this is going to work? What do you think I should do?
So, let's see. You can either prevent the calamity, or stick around with me and Rex. I'd hate to be in your shoes.
If you could go anywhere you wanted, where would you go?
If I could be any place I wanted, I'd stay right here. We could go anywhere in the world.
I see. She doesn't want to be... She's fine with not going back. Tell Zia about what happened to Zolf. His own people turned on him when his plan to destroy the Bastion faltered.
Zolf tried to talk me into joining him. I tried to talk him out of it. I guess we both failed.
Yeah. Tell Zia about her people. They were very brave, but there was nothing left for them but their revenge.
When I finally found my people, I told them we could help. They just took me for a traitor. Glad you showed up.
Yeah, she was like, I can help, but they were like, you're working with the Solondians. Why should we listen to you? So I guess in a way their stubbornness is like forced us to be in this situation where they can't be part of the Bastion. Talk to Zia about her harp guitar. Isn't there some moment in your life you wish you could go back to?
Any moment I'd want to live again happened after the calamity, not before.
Oof. So that's why she has no attachments to the world before the calamity. Don't think her life was very good to be from the very beginning. Wow, we now have a choice. They're so mean to make it this hard for us. You could just keep the world as it is and just keep experiencing life like this, alone with just two people, just two of us and Rux, sorry. Zolf is sadly not here. And anyway, restoration. Initiate the Bastion's restoration protocol. Caution. This process will restore to a previous world state and is irreversible. Use only as directed. Evacuation. Initiate the Bastion's evacuation protocol. Caution. This process will cause irreparable damage to the core receptacles, disabling the restoration protocol. Basically, if you choose to evacuate, you cannot. So you could either go back in time and just undo everything, or live on. But you have to deal with the consequences. Are you happier with your life here, or do you miss your life in the past? A very philosophical question too. I mean, given the choice we made the choice to take Zolf back. I mean, he's not here, but who's to say that if that's the thing, if you go back in time, won't everything just repeat the same way again? Because no one will remember what the calamity was like. So there's no lessons to learn. So it might just become a cycle. Or you could just accept the consequences. But then, at the very least, there may be hope that the world can remember that this happened and never do it again. Well, you guys might be thinking of what of my choice being a certain way, given that I've said that. And you're right. I think I'm gonna pick evacuation. Like, what, you think you can get off scot-free? Like, you have to accept the loss of everyone and learn from it. So, no. No, we shouldn't get a reason.
Oh, mother. And here I figured you'd had enough of me by now. You could have undone the calamity itself. But instead, you want to stay in a world like this. I gotta admit, kid, I ain't yet put much thought in that idea. But carrying on with you here, we can't go back no more. But I suppose we could go wherever we please.
Yep. Freedom. And Zolf's there.
And if anyone's left out there, I sure would like to see the look on their faces when we dock this thing right on that doorstep. Getting ahead of myself, though. I'm gonna need a first mate. What do you say?
Nope. I figured it was the end of the game. The end of the story. I do wonder if they'll show us... I really don't want to have to go through the final level just to pick a different choice. But I am kind of curious I'm kind of curious if there are different endings. Logan cutting up the narrator. Yep, Supergiant Games here in my area. They actually come from here. So very nice. I'm always happy to support local. And they are very proud of them for, like, Hades got and Hades 2 are Nintendo Direct worthy. Well, there's Soul. I do wonder if you had chosen not to spare Zolf, would it be different? It would probably be different too. Dang it, that's like... So there's like multiple choices. And there's Zia. Yeah, if you had given up on Zolf, I guess he wouldn't be with you at the very end. And there's Rux. As also the cook, the chef. I figures he would be. Oh, sorry about hitting the... Supergiant Games would like to thank our families and friends, without whose support we never could have created this game. Indeed. Oh, they're actually a little part where they show the family and friends. I don't know anybody in this studio, incidentally. Probably would have to hang out in more indie game meetups. Though I myself probably couldn't. Not that I can't make I'm not. I know it was published by Warner Brothers Games. Probably one of the games back when Warner Brothers Games was on the top of the world. They've kind of had a few black eyes recently in terms of game performances. Mostly like Multiverses didn't really work out very well for them, it seems. Well, they kind of there was a lot of mistakes made on that game. And then Suicide Squad didn't do well. Didn't do particularly well either. But once upon a time they published Bastion and had Batman Arkham games, which were very, very liked. The Arkham games would be interesting to play, but I don't know. I'm not really. Like, the combat in those games in like Arkham Asylum is pretty interesting, but I don't know if I love it that much. I played it before, that's why I'm saying it. Director Sales Analysis. Oh, Matt Piscatella. He works for NPD now, so he is not. So he's definitely moved up. I read his analysis of sales like every so often of the of the North American market. It's very fascinating. If you ever want to find his work, he's the only one I knew of that. I do wonder if other than the choices you make, are there any alternate endings if you do anything else? I don't assume there would be. The challenges are kind of neat, but I'm not really super interested unless you get any extra story content. Like, there were challenges we left aside to do the main story. I know, we're at the end of the game already. At least it didn't end in 15 minutes, so... I know I was joking that... 2018, when this release... 2011 is the real, of course, is when the game actually first came out on Steam. Thank you for playing. New Game Plus mode unlocked. Look for New Game Plus in the story menu. You begin the story journey with all your weapons and XP. You'll get new idols, and all bastions are buildable in any order. Use the shrine for the toughest challenge. Of course, it makes me... Yeah, New Game Plus would allow you to just pummel through the beginning of the game. You have to do everything again, though. Let's continue first. Yes, I won't do a New Game Plus for now. Let me just look up really quickly if there's anything. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know what we would do. Would we want to just try to get all the endings? I'm not sure. Hold on, let me look up some stuff. Let's look up if there is any other special things. Okay, Bastion endings. Okay, so yeah, it will change. Having Zolf there will, like, Zolf will show up only in certain, will not show up, of course, if you don't spare him. So okay, so there are really only two endings then. So if you do restoration, you'll think it's exactly the same. If whether or not you bring Zolf. Whereas, of course, with evacuation, it'd be different because obviously, if he's dead, he's not going to show him the credits. So, okay, it doesn't seem like there are... Yeah, so, like... So, it looks like there are only really two endings. It's either you want to restore, take us all back to the beginning, or you evacuate. I chose evacuate, of course, but well, I guess to get the other endings you'd have to do that section again. Yeah, you'd have to do this again. No. I like how I say cancel and it says I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay, well,
no telling where the kid is now.
I don't know if it would be interesting enough to sit through.
But he'll be alright.
To sit through everything again. So yeah, the other challenges are really just for fun and not particularly for any story content, so I'm not terribly interested in doing them. Yeah, so I was wondering if there's any story content. But anyway, so I mean, doing this over and over again would be kind of silly, wouldn't it? Like, I don't think I can do it under 5 minutes either, which is really unfortunate. So, yeah, I'm thinking about what I want to do here. I guess I could show you the restoration ending too. Probably we could do it so that we could review the game after the restoration ending.
From back there.
Yeah. So I can at least show you.
The place was his home.
Yeah, I don't.
All his old friends and family were
there. Yeah. Yeah, this will take too long otherwise. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Like, I mean, it doesn't take that long. Like, now that I know how it works, like, it doesn't take. Like, you can see, like, we were able to get to the evacuation ending in less than an hour. So I think, and I even did an extra challenge. So, like, I think we could do that for next time. I'm not gonna New Game Plus. I don't think since you don't get anything other than like a satisfaction of like destroying things even faster than you did before, and you can get extra challenges. I don't think it's particularly worth my time to show. There's really nothing new to show you except that, yeah, you can crush through the rest of the game. So I think we will just, I know this is really weird where we're going to be stopped. I guess we can just stop here for the day and then can show you off the ending and review the game on Friday instead. Yeah, I don't think I will hold up. I don't think there's too much to see. Since there's no other story content to see, let's go ahead and do that instead. And that does mean that we are going to be playing Xuanyuan Sword 3 on next Monday. So that will be our first premiere of the first Chinese game with a YouTube multi-streaming. So that'll be a lot of fun. Bastion's the first one for you guys on YouTube. I don't know anyone who's on YouTube. Probably no one is, but you know. But in any case, I guess if in any case, like, that will be our next game, and I will tell you guys which, and after that we'll be playing. So now that I've mentioned that Xuanyuan Sword 3 is starting next week, that means the next game after that, which is I usually advertise anyway, even though it's going to be a while, will be actually returning to Sword and Fairy 7 DLC, because I actually hadn't finished that, and they announced like Sword and Fairy 4 remake, so we're going to be doing our double sword run with both the two Sword series that is the most famous ones in China, from Chinese speaking country, or China really, honestly. It's true, and those two statements are both true. So that'll be a lot of fun. So we'll be speaking Chinese for a while, but that will be so. Yeah, I hope to see you all for the premiere of Xuanyuan Sword 3 next week on Monday. And we will finish off by showing you the other ending for Bastion on Friday and do a review of the game. Any remaining time will probably be allocated to Hyrule Warriors, so that's probably how we're going to go this. In any case, if you did enjoy the stream, we do have a Discord where you can discuss this game and other games of interest, or you can follow us on Facebook or Twitter or X down below. If you of course can go on YouTube to see archives of previous streams, or you're watching from it right now, so well, Twitch is the twitch.tv/SibeliusPIU. Anyway, thank you all for watching to the very end of Bastion. I guess that's it for now. So it's always 晚安, which means good night, and 下次再见, which means see you next time, and 谢谢收看, which means thank you for watching. 求神祝福们, may God bless you. 愿你的一天有福, may your day be full of blessing. Hope you guys have a good one, and